Good morning, Miss Lady T. What's up? Happy Sunday. Make sure you tell God you're thankful for waking up this morning. Tell God you're thankful for getting off work and having a safe night. Thank you for help, watching over your things while you're gone. But I had to get on here because I am just blown away. And I don't know if, I know YouTube creators, they'll check their views. My last 2 videos, 0. That's how I know I'm doing some good shit. Not that people that, get the thousands of, not that they're not doing good either. But I know they've suppressed me on my videos, suppressed me at work, suppressed me in any way, shape, or form. They have tried. They have tried. I'm still thankful. I'm still smiling. I'm still happy. Still thankful for my love, light, my peace, my abundance, my blessings. I'm blessed. But I had to come on here and confirmation. You hear it? Yeah, got a morning dev going on. But I have never seen so much stuff in my neighborhood going on in my life. And I'm not going to point out one neighbor or this neighbor or that neighbor. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 neighbors I have not dwelling in their homes right now. And I don't know why. I'm not into their shit. All I know is I sit out here and smoke my cigarette. And I notice things. I know one's been on vacation, which they went on vacation as soon as I got out here. I was trimming my yard work, and it still needs, trim and stuff. But definitely more better than it was. I had weeds growing out everywhere, growing past my trees, and it was just horrible. But as soon as I started doing that, they took off. Gone. And it's been over 2 weeks now. That's I'm keeping count, but they've been gone for a while. About a week later, other neighbor took off. They left. Vacation, I guess, or whatever. I know people go on vacations this time of year. Confirmation. Train. But still yet, I see another neighbor. And this is the weirdest, I don't even know how to describe this. I'm not saying any names, not pointing fingers of which neighbor it is. They know who they are. But, strangest situation, my one neighbor left abruptly, left their house, overnight. And at the time I was taking care of my mom, so I was back and forth at her house a lot. But for the most part, I was very much around my house. And I could, you get used to people's cars being, where they are and going to work and all that stuff. And who's supposed to be there, who's not, kind of thing. You're just aware of your surroundings, right? Well, they left their house about 2 years ago, abruptly. The man of the house, he come by, once a week, once every 2 weeks, mow the grass. Keep it up. And I think they used it like an Airbnb before, like a vacation place. My little town, I don't know why who'd want to be vacationing here, but you never know. They needed a place to stay, and they rented the house out. It happens. Not concerning. Okay. Didn't think nothing of it. But I just noticed all these neighbors being gone. Another neighbor, about probably a month ago, sitting out here smoking, and I seen the moving van up there and them moving a bunch of stuff out of their house. I'm like, oh, they're moving, Not unusual, that happens. People live in their houses, and they probably haven't lived there 5-6 years, not that long. I've been in my house almost 20. So you just get used to the neighbors and get used to who's around. But the one neighbor, let me continue on my story before I get drifting off on it to another story. It's Airbnb or whatever they used it for. Never see any cars in the driveway, nothing like that. So if they used it for anything, they might have rented out a couple times, but for the most part, it's empty. Well, yesterday I seen pull up at the trailer. I don't know where I pulled up at the trailer. They got kitchen tables, chairs, dressers, kids' toys. And I'm thinking, God, you got 3 kids. But you didn't bring any of their toys. I'm sure they brought some of their toys, to wherever they're living at now. But I'm thinking if you're using it for a place for people to, rent out and stay, you probably wouldn't have a bunch of your kids' toys there, I guess. I don't know. But they was hauling stuff out quick yesterday. All of a sudden, there's no for sale sign, nothing like that. But getting their shit out of the house. Just odd. I don't know. Just weird. It's weird. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 neighbors. Just confirmation. Getting the high hell out of here. And I'm just like, what happened? I've been here the whole time. What happened? I don't know. But I don't know if you've been paying attention to any kind of tarot readings or whatever and shit that's going down in people's towns and stuff. And people getting the hell out of Dodge thinking that they can run from karma. You can't run from karma. If you lock yourself in a closet, karma finds you. If you go overseas, karma finds you. If you go under the ocean, karma will find you. I don't know what to say, but it's just interesting. Another neighbor, like I said, about a month ago, there's a U-Haul. Nothing unusual, thought they was moving out. And the kid used to go to school with my son, so I know they had a kid, but they had usually 3 cars in the driveway at all times. The kid, the mom, and the dad. And have a dog. But you see all this stuff get moved out, but 2 cars are gone and 1 car's left. And I know this situation because this happened to me. Your husband left, your kid left, and you're standing there with your pets. Want to know how you're going to make it, how you're going to get through. It's a bad situation to be in because nobody wants to be in that situation. But I see the person move out. And I see her out with the dog, watering the flowers and stuff. Seen the son pull up a couple days ago. I guess maybe he had to get some stuff out. I don't know. I'm not in their business. I don't talk to these people. I never talk to these people. I'm just noticing your surroundings. 1 headlight. Significant. And the son came and took the dog. So I'm thinking, damn, her house, for sale signs in the yard. And this is yet another neighbor. A lot of people in your energy right now. I felt bad for her because I've been in that position, not selling my house or nothing like that. Never had to do that, thank God. Thank God I didn't have to do that and figure things out that way. But came and took the dog, and I'm thinking, damn, she's just... I'm like, and I pray for her. I do. Every time I see her come out, I'm like, I pray for her that she gets balance, and I hope she's getting through all this okay. I don't know what happened and what the situation is, but it's like everything's just gone. And the weird confirmation. And the weird thing too, just awareness. So I got 1 neighbor that's moving out. 1 neighbor that's moved out 2 years ago that come back to get their stuff, and I'm like, that's weird. Confirmation. I don't know if you heard that. Another neighbor has been on extended vacations, and I know people go on vacations this time of year, but it was just weird. As soon as I do anything around my house that's positive, like cutting weeds down or cleaning something up, or they leave. And I've caught them staring down me, just staring at me before, and I do return to sender. I don't know what their deal is, but I do return to senders just in case, because you don't know if they're sending bad energy at you or whatever. It happens. And just like the other day when the wreck happened down the road there, the Lord saved me from that, because I was almost driving that way. Not even 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes before that, that would have been me in that intersection. So I know God's watching over me. I know God's helping me. And I know God's going to get me through whatever issues that there is. But I've just noticed the neighborhood is getting very thin. Very thin. And nothing's happened around here that I'm aware of. People are just leaving. And it's just like, I believe if anybody's causing you problems or doing the most, the Lord will remove them from your life somehow or some way. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Miss Lady T, like, share, subscribe. Just be aware. Be aware at work. Work's a trip. I don't even want to get into that because it's just weird. Turn to sender. When the devil knows you're getting ahead, he will go after you in every way, shape, or form to get you to go back to your karmic ways, to go back doing the most, to make you spout off, to make you, blow a fuse or whatever. Your temper, And thank God I have balance and never had much of a temper. I mean, everybody can get mad once in a while. But I try to, just pray about it, keep it in check, and the peace, it's always there. It's always there. And I'm so thankful for it. Because without that peace and that love and the blessings I have, I don't know how I could have made it this far. But anyway, Miss Lady T, like, share, subscribe. Do good things today. Tell somebody good job today. And tell the Lord you love him. Be thankful for everything in your life. But anyway, Miss Lady T, like, share, subscribe. Bye.